A homeless Auckland family who Checkpoint first spoke to in May when we revealed the size of the debts people were running up with WINZ to pay for emergency accommodation has had to move on to a marae because they say work and income wouldn't pay for their accommodation any longer. Unlike its counterpart, Te Puia marae, the Manurewa marae has mostly avoided the spotlight since opening its doors to the homeless in August. It can house up to 100 people at a time. Right now, just shy of 90 people are staying there, 90. Checkpoint last spoke to Tuani Murray when she was living in a Takanini motel with her partner and her son who's in a wheelchair. But when WINZ stopped loaning them money for the motel, which was costing up to $1,200 a week, they found themselves living on the doorstep of Manurewa marae. Alex Ashton caught up with Tuani today.
The last time we spoke, we were not given an extension from work and income to stay at the motor lodge that we were staying in. So we were practically being kicked out onto the streets, and from that day, we turned the TV on, saw the news that the Manurewa marae was opening and came here. And this will be our 6th week on the program now.
Tuani Murray says Work and Income refused to lend her any more money to stay in a motel because it felt she wasn't doing enough to find a house. She says she was trying, but finding an affordable home suitable for a son in a wheelchair is tough. Since moving on to the marae, things have improved for the family, despite being thousands of dollars in debt from their time in motels. Her son's back in school, and her partner, Rustaman, is working as a warden at the marae.
We're all in the same situation, that we all have nowhere to stay, have been trying to work with the government to get a house, but there's no houses, so we're all pretty much homeless.
Manurewa marae opened its doors to homeless people in August, but it hasn't attracted the same media attention as Te Puia marae, which shut its doors at the end of July. Eli Marino is a spokesperson for the Manurewa marae.
So this, we call this Whakapikiora Street. There's 5 cabins along here, and they house, supposed to house up to 6 people, but some cabins have 9 people because there's like 8 children and one adult, so that's cool. Yeah, so we house about 30 people down this strip and 50 inside, and 6 in our other room. We can go down there and I'll show you later.
The marae recently secured $342,000 in funding from the Ministry of Social Development, and you can see where the money goes. Eli takes us through the kitchen where volunteers are hard at work prepping kai for those staying here, piles of egg salad sandwiches. Inside a hall, volunteers sort through donations.
And what happens if we sort all the stuff that we put it into women's men, but I would like to thank all the whānau out there. Aroha mai for all the stuff that they brought. It does help. It shows the aroha within Aotearoa. So once again, no mai haere mai. Mino, yeah.
The marae runs a 12-week program with the aim of finding people a more permanent home at the end. Tuani Murray and her family are halfway through at the moment.
The next 6 weeks we hope to be housed. Yeah, I think that's the hope for all of us, is to be housed. Yeah.
Looking for a home, but now with help from the marae and WINZ staff on site. They're viewing a potential house to call home tomorrow. For Checkpoint, ko Alex Ashton aho.
Checkpoint approached the Ministry of Social Development for comment on Tuani Murray's situation, despite her having already signed a privacy waiver. When we first started working with her, MSD said it needed another one in order to comment. The Ministry does, however, say it continues to work with Tuani Murray. We will update you when we hear more.